I lost my job and my home and everything that I pretty much owned. Never in my life had a case manager. I had no idea what this was all going to be about and how all of this was going to work out. Like, I'm like, okay, really? Like, what is she going to do for me? Like, I'm in my 40s, and I feel like basically I was going to have to start my life all over again, which is scary when you're used to, this is how my life's been. I'm going to retire from this job, and it doesn't work out that way. But I had some tough moments, especially initially when I got here, because this was a huge adjustment for me. I'd never been homeless. I'd never not worked. I'd never not been in my own home. But corporate America was not being real kind to me initially. Not that I didn't know that already, because I'd already been applying for jobs before all this happened. And so I had to take a step back. And that's when I talked to Ashley, and she's like, well, maybe we need to look in a different direction. That's when school came along to go to cosmetology school.
One of the things that we try to accomplish in case management is enabling a person to recognize what their strengths are and the resources that they already have, and then kind of leading them through the process of achieving the goals that they set for themselves.
And then when I set the goals, she made sure that we stayed on track with those goals, whether it was going to school when I was in school and getting a job and saving my money. And I told her immediately, I said, I want to move before Christmas. So she did little things like giving me my apartment listings and keeping me focused on that so that I could make that happen. And making sure I saved my money, and she was right there.
When clients here get housing, I feel like I got housing, you know. It's a big moment. It brought tears to my eyes. Even just thinking about it now, it was the perfect Christmas present for me. And she called, I think, 17 places before she qualified for one of the apartments, before there was an opening, before, you know, someone was willing to even let her look at the place. That's the kind of determination that makes it work.
I think that we crossed off everything. We wanted me to finish school, I did that. Wanted me to graduate, I did that. I got my license in the mail, so I'm a licensed cosmetologist now. I'm working at a shop right here on P Street, not far here from N Street Village. And what you guys don't know is I took on a part-time gig at a shop on 8th Street called Vicky's. And we already got new goals. So this goal this year is to keep beautifying my apartment the way I want it to, number one. Number two is to go back to school and get my teaching license, which will really help when I want to open my salon next year. So, because that's my ultimate goal. I don't know what would have happened to me. It scares me to think what could have happened if I had not come here. I don't know. And I don't like to think about it, to be real honest with you. I just kind of like how this all played out right now.